Ramadan, the holiest month in the Islamic calendar, is a time for deep spiritual reflection and connection with Allah. As the crescent moon heralds the arrival of Ramadan 1446 AH, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has announced a new regulation for mosques during this sacred period. This year, filming and live broadcasting will be strictly prohibited within the holy precincts of mosques across the nation. This ban encompasses all forms of recording, including prayers, sermons by imams, and the gathering of worshippers. This decision, issued by the Ministry of Islamic Affairs Call and Guidance, marks a significant step towards preserving the sanctity of these sacred spaces. It aims to cultivate an atmosphere of pure devotion, free from distractions and intrusions, allowing worshippers to fully immerse themselves in prayer and contemplation. The ban extends to sharing any recordings on social media platforms, further emphasizing the importance of experiencing faith in its purest form. This new regulation signifies a commitment from the Saudi government to safeguard the sanctity of Ramadan. It reflects a deep understanding of the importance of maintaining the sanctity of prayer and ensuring that mosques remain havens of peace, reflection, and spiritual connection. The decision to ban filming in mosques during Ramadan is deeply rooted in the principles of Islam, which place great emphasis on the sincerity of worship. The Ministry of Islamic Affairs Call and Guidance has outlined the rationale behind this decision, highlighting its commitment to fostering a tranquil and undistracted environment for prayer. The presence of cameras and the act of recording can inadvertently transform a deeply personal act of worship into a performance, potentially compromising the sincerity of the spiritual experience. This can be particularly disruptive during Ramadan, a time dedicated to seeking closeness to Allah through intense prayer, fasting, and acts of charity. The ban aims to eliminate any potential distractions that could detract from the spiritual focus of worshippers. By prohibiting filming, the government seeks to ensure that the sanctity of mosques is upheld and that the focus remains solely on connecting with Allah. The announcement of the filming ban has elicited a mixed response from the Muslim community, both within Saudi Arabia and internationally. Some individuals have expressed disappointment, viewing the act of sharing their Ramadan experiences online as a way to connect with fellow Muslims and spread the message of Islam. For these individuals, social media platforms serve as virtual spaces for shared faith and community building, particularly during significant religious periods like Ramadan. Conversely, many have welcomed the ban, praising the government for taking a firm stance to preserve the sanctity of mosques and the spirit of Ramadan. They argue that the increasing prevalence of mobile phones and social media has led to a decline in the solemnity and reverence that should characterize places of worship. The constant recording and sharing of religious practices can detract from the genuine spirit of devotion, potentially transforming these acts into mere spectacles for online consumption. This difference in opinion underscores the ongoing debate within the Muslim community about the role of technology in religious practices. While some embrace the use of technology to connect and share their faith, others advocate for maintaining traditional boundaries to protect the sanctity of worship. The Saudi government's decision to ban filming in mosques during Ramadan serves as a timely reminder of the true essence of this holy month. Ramadan is a time for deep introspection, sincere worship, and reconnecting with Allah. It is a period for spiritual cleansing and renewal achieved through prayer, fasting, acts of charity, and abstaining from worldly distractions. The emphasis on sincerity in worship is paramount in Islam. The act of prayer, central to Ramadan observances, should be a deeply personal and heartfelt conversation with Allah, free from any desire for worldly recognition or validation. The presence of cameras can undermine this sincerity, shifting the focus from seeking Allah's blessings to seeking the approval of others. The Ministry of Islamic Affairs Call and Guidance through this new regulation encourages Muslims to embrace the true spirit of Ramadan. It urges worshippers to make the most of this blessed month by focusing on their inner journey of faith, deepening their connection with Allah, and